What's up, Fresh Baked? I need a rope drop strategy for Christmas Day. It's the same. It's the same. Because our rope drop strategy favors, the biggest rides, the most popular rides. So I don't expect that I would change it much for Christmas Day. What's happening, Fresh Baked? Well, what am I hearing? Is that this? I think I'm hearing feedback. No hat. No, I forgot. I forgot my hat. That's okay though, right? Don't forget my credit card wallet. It's already forgotten. The show has started. So, did you say take the right side on Pirates at the split? Yes. If you're given the choice to go left or right, take the right side for now. And unless they change, the way it's configured as of now, take the right side. It's a little bit shorter. That's the reason why you take it. Not for any other reason, but just that it's a little bit shorter than the left side is. Riley Bergen, looks like January 10th Phantasmic will be going under refurb because the next Saturday and Sunday, January 16th and 17th, Phantasmic is not on the schedule. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. I think that they've been holding on by a thread here up and through, they're trying their best to keep things kept together through the holiday season. And then in January, they're going to kick it down, I think. Yeah. Will Pixar Pals pedestrian bridge survive Disneyland Forward? Yes, I see no reason why it wouldn't. Yeah, it kind of has to, actually. We're probably a long way from that, and it's not really a topic of concern, I don't think. What brand of shoes do you wear? I have Hoka's right now, but I've only had them for a few months, so I can't tell you how long they last as of yet. But I'm wearing Hoka's, and I think maybe 2 or 3 months that I've had them so far. Have you heard the news that Better Together is dead and also Rise is going down? Well, Better Together, was it really ever alive? That was supposed to be a Pixar Fest only parade, and they kind of brought it back. They tried, and people just don't care. They just don't care. It's such a shame. It really is, because it's not a terrible parade, but people just don't care about parades at DCA. I think the problem is DCA, not the parade. Can you do an MEP maxing video? I don't know what that is. There's not a lot to it. There's not a lot of meat on that bone. Maxing out MEP, it is what it is. I don't know what the video would be, I guess is what I'm saying. I don't think so. I really don't think so, man. I'm just trying to think out the video. And first of all, you don't even know if you're going to get one. So half the video is here's how you can try to get one, I guess. And then if you get one, but it's pretty self-explanatory, I feel like. Okay, I see what you're getting at. If we're still talking about the MEP video, I'm not sure if I want to make a video where I'm going to try to find a way to get 8 MEPs. I understand what you're saying. You're probably going to get Lightning Lane for Indiana Jones, and then use an MEP, and then book that, and then get another Lightning Lane for Indiana Jones, perhaps, or Space Mountain. And I mean, there isn't a, how do I put that? That's not a strategy. It's just a wish. It's a lottery. Does the refresh hack work as well if you're looking to edit a reservation for more than one person? Well, yeah, it works the same as long as they're all connected to the same account. If you've got all of them, if you've got one person managing the entire group, then yeah, it's the same. It's because you're going to do the refresh for everybody. Mary guys, gift of $2. Thank you. Why were the parks sold out Monday? Ask Disneyland. Ask Disney. I am of the opinion that they are throttling down Magic Key reservations. That they have choked the bucket a little bit, for reasons that are not obvious. It's not because they want to control a crowd, control the crowds. It's too busy, or they want to sell more tickets. There's some other reason. That I kind of alluded to that 2 weeks ago in State of Disneyland when I mentioned that it could be. Palmer, you're spamming a lot, Palmer. I appreciate. I appreciate you, the shout out and the kind words, but you gotta calm down, man. You gotta. Thank you though. No, I'm not gonna kick him out. What? Why? What? He's being nice. People are harsh, man. People have no patience. I said what I said. I handled it, and it's fine. What was I just talking about? I forget what I was talking about. How long will Soarin' Over America last? I'm going to guess a little while, probably. Well, I don't know. The year, probably. I'm hoping the year. Thank you to Manatee Mama for the $50. Very kind, very generous. I'm going to give you a big fat thumbs up for that, Manatee Mama. She says, happy holidays from my family to yours. Same to you. Appreciate that. Appreciate you. Oh yeah, Disney sold out days. Maybe I think staffing. I think I alluded to that. Staffing. They might be shorthanded. Oh, I missed a Nate super chat. Let me go back and find it. Nate gets the $6. Thank you. Abby Merch would like peppermint chocolate soft serve. She's in DCA. So cozy cone. You got it. Let me turn on the bat phone. Do you think Soarin' Over America will become an annual show? What I would like them to do is rotate it, kind of like what they're doing at, the Opera House with Walt and Abe. I would like to, but I don't know if that's the case. No, I think it might just be a 1 year and that's it. And they might bring it back like they do Soarin' Over California. They might bring it back for a couple of months during a food festival or something like that. Which character would you create an AI short with? Guys, I cannot express to you how little I care about making AI content. I have a video coming out tomorrow morning, by the way. I shot a video today. It's being edited as we speak, but I shot a video about that AI deal with OpenAI and Disney. So if you want to know what my thoughts are about the deal with OpenAI, stay tuned tomorrow morning. I'll have that video out on FreshBaked Presents. That's our sister channel, FreshBaked Presents. And what do we call it? Spoiler alert, I hate it. but for reasons that I kind of actually, there's a hope, there's room for a hope, but yeah, I'm not a fan of AI art. Did I do that wrong? I did, yeah. I'm not a fan of AI art, to say the least. And I use AI, but for different things. I use it to learn, but I don't use it to create. Would you ever do a live stream at Disneyland? Asks Kathy Albright. Kathy Albright. I just did one, Kathy Albright. We just did one on what, Tuesday? I think it was. Didn't we do it on Tuesday? We really enjoyed it. The response was pretty good. I might do another one. That's okay, Kathy. I just thought it was funny because I haven't done one in years. I hadn't done one in years, and all of a sudden we just did, and now you're asking for a live stream. That's pretty funny. That's why I'm laughing, not because it's a silly question. The irony of it. Moana 2 was AI question mark. Somebody said Moana 2 was AI. I feel like, yeah, I kind of feel like the script was kind of crap. The story was kind of crap, and I could almost believe if somebody said, yeah, they used AI to write that. Maybe not to write the whole script and all the dialogue and everything, but maybe the narrative. We're gonna order food. Okay, I forgot, what are we getting here? Let's see. Abby. Oh, why did I do that? No, back it up, back it up. Back it up. Dining. Let's see. Where them cozy cones? There it is. Okay, peppermint chocolate soft serve. Okay, that's at the ice cream cone. Hang on. I'm gonna begin that order. Let's see. Bear with me, folks. As I'm buying Abby a treat. She wants peppermint, the peppermint soft serve at the Cozy Cones, which is an excellent choice. I've had that before. It's quite delicious. So we're gonna buy her a treat and then get back to work. First, it's going to make me add a card again, as always. I still have not figured this out. Okay. We do beep boop bop beep, bing bong bing boop, bing boom bing bong, bing 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 bing, bing bong boom. That's my name. Okay, order is placed. Abby, your order number is 2914, and it says your order arrival is at 7:40. At 7:40, and your number is 2914. All right. Courtney asks, or Courtney gifted $2. Thank you. What are your family's Christmas plans? We have a Christmas breakfast dinner thing at my brother's house, and then the day after Christmas, we're going to go on a trip to Flagstaff. Will Kansas City miss the playoffs? Haven't they missed it already, or is it not? Is it not official? But it seems like they've been kind of like, maybe they're not statistically out, but yeah, they're done. They're over. I'm just going to scan back to see if I missed anything that... Do you think it'll be a while before Portos is completed? Yes. Yes, it will. Yeah, we're driving to Flagstaff. Where from Central California are you from? The Fresno area. I was born in Kingsburg. Do you have an update on the rope drop race coming from Mickey versus Toy Story? I'm doing some recon, but it's not really a race. They're just time trials on my own by myself. Liz and I do not have anything on the calendar yet to do another rep of that, but I am doing some time trials on my own to compare which is the fastest way to get to the park at rope drop. And I have so far there is a definitive answer. There is a definitive answer, but I don't want to give it away yet. But let's just say that Theme Park IQ will not be happy. Will not be happy with my with my result. Yeah, Lululemon. It looks like Lululemon could be opening sooner than we had expected. It may be before the new year. Yeah. Did I miss another one? Let's see. Christmas plans. Oh, there it is. Easy Pepper gifted $9. Thank you. Well, I'm not sure what that is. I think that's another. Oh, it's Malaysian. I don't know what Malaysian, how that works out. But hi from Malaysia. Love all your Disney content. Thank you. I love you guys. I'm trying to figure out what 7 John know the Schnugen. I don't know what that is. They were working on the roof of the new Earls. So yeah, the Earls is getting going. The Earls is starting to make some progress. So I'm encouraged by that. I might be in the small minority, but I'm not looking forward to the big Porto's building. I am. Porto's is awesome. Porto's is delicious. Porto's has some of the best, it's just a wide variety of delicious sweet treats and some savory treats too. Coffee, everything. Porto's is incredibly good and it's affordable, which, I mean, I'm hoping it's going to be as affordable here as it is in Burbank and Buena Park. Those are the two that I've been to. But I have absolutely loved every experience that I've ever had at Porto's. Are you going to do a drink around DCA video? Yes. I have plans to do one. I'm kind of hesitant though, in the sense that I want to make it. I very badly want to make the video because I like to drink at DCA, obviously. But I don't know if I can put it on the main channel. I might have to put it on FreshBaked Presents or something like that. Because if I put it on the main channel, then I have to sort of do a disclaimer, adults only kind of thing, and because kids watch our show. A lot of kids watch our show on FreshBaked proper, so I have to think about that. But I don't know if kids are watching FreshBaked Presents necessarily. I wonder if they will have baking facilities for Porto. I would have to think. I'd have to think that Porto's wouldn't do that. They wouldn't offer this. They wouldn't collaborate with Disney if they weren't allowed to operate it the way that they want to. In the same way, like Starbucks. Starbucks exists at Disneyland, and they're cast members, but they're trained by Starbucks. They're not trained by Disney. Starbucks handles the training. I have to, it's not a one-for-one comparison, but it's a concession that Disney makes in order to get them in there. So I would have to imagine that Disney would have to make some kind of concessions to get Porto's in there, because I'm almost certain that Porto's says, yeah, we want to. Hi, honey. We want to cook our own food. We want to bake our own. Good night, honey. What's your name again? What's your pony name? What are you?
Princess Rainbow.
Princess Rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good night, Princess Rainbow. I love you. See you in the morning. Good luck.
Yes, ma'am. Every day.
CVCJR, get the 20 bucks. Thank you very much. Dave, when you rode Mr. Toads this week, did the train crash scene have flashing lights? I don't remember. Somebody mentioned that's an issue that they were having, but I don't recall noticing, to be perfectly honest. There's a few of those issues that are happening right now. I recently rode Pirates. The Cannon Pirate is still down. I haven't been on Alice in Wonderland for a while, so I don't know if the Queen is still stuck. But she was stuck the last couple of rides as well. So there's a couple of those issues. Do we have a name for the desk plant? You mean that plant back there? There, that one? That one? That one? That one? That's not really a desk plant. But no, we don't have a name for it yet. Planty. Pirates jail scene also felt dark to me. I haven't, I was just, the Cannon Pirate I just rode last night. Kelly, how are you sure? Because I just rode last night and he wasn't there. Was he back there today? The Queen is fixed in Alice. Okay, that's good to know. Planty, well, what about Planty McPlantface? Kind of like Bodie McBoatface, but Planty McPlantface? No, I like Planty. Planty's good. That's what I joke with Blippy. He calls everything the thing with an E on it. We don't watch as much Blippy as we used to, though, in this house. She's grown out of Blippy. Are you going to the 70th After Dark event? No, I don't have any plans to go to any other than Oogie Boogie. Well, actually, I may not even go to Oogie Boogie this year or next year. We made an exception this year because we wanted to take, Leif Erikson. I like that. We wanted Sophie to go to her first Oogie Boogie. But we may not feel that way next year, I don't think. Sir Plants a lot. That's humorous. When is your next WW trip? I don't have any plans right now, actually. I thought about maybe going in January, but right now it's kind of off the table. Robert, get the $2. Thank you. No flat cap tonight. Yeah, I forgot it. I just plain out forgot it. They need to change up Oogie Boogie and send people backstage to see new stuff. They got to change it up in some capacity, I think. I mean, the event still sells out every year, more or less, so maybe they don't feel compelled to. But it would be nice if it was more than just changing out one. I don't know. I'm kind of bored with it. It's funny because the older I get and the longer I do this show, the more based I get in my opinions, and I guess that's pretty standard, but I just can't, it's fine. Oogie Boogie's fine, whatever. Nate gifted $6, thank you. Hit the like button. Supergirl and Street Fighter teaser trailers are out. Did you watch either, and what are your thoughts? I watched the Supergirl trailer. I didn't know there was a Street Fighter trailer. I'm not as, enthusiastic for the Street Fighter thing simply because I never really played the game. So I don't have I'm not vested in its quality or anything like that. I do enjoy the Jean-Claude Van Damme Street Fighter. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. I feel like that movie is quite amazing. But I'd probably go see it. I'll probably go see it in the theater. But I did see the Supergirl trailer, and it was, I don't know. I'm like, I feel like it's a try-hard a little bit. I feel like she's a try-hard as the way she's written, you know? I don't know. I can't, I couldn't, I didn't feel that excited about it, to be perfectly honest. What did you think of Tron Ares? I went in not expecting much. I went in just hoping that it looked cool because, like, Tron 2, let's not, I mean, it was a bad movie in terms of, you know, the story. It was beautiful. It was cool. It was, you know, a really rich, textured, beautiful looking movie. I loved all the visuals, but the story was ass. And to be honest, the first Tron story is kind of stupid and unrecognizable, incomprehensible, the first story. But again, that was fun. And I was a huge fan of the Tron game. Guys, I put quarters up on the glass to play Tron at the video arcade in my mall. I was there. So I have a deep connection to Tron as a game. And so I you know, obviously I'm nostalgic for the film where I was, and it's just, so anyway, long story short, I enjoyed Ares. I did. I thought it was a pretty fun, you know, AI kind of, you know, thing. And, you know, I get that the story was kind of lame, and Jared Leto, people are over Jared Leto and everything. I thought he was fine. The movie was good. It was fine. I enjoyed it. Stoopy McPoopy. Why? You seem to get recognized more often now. Does it get in the way sometimes, or are people usually just a wave in FreshBaked? It's a mixture, and it's funny because as far as that stuff goes, the only hard part I find is that when I'm trying to do like a scripted bit. This happens only on Main Street. I'll get down Main Street and I'm trying to do a scripted opening, because most of my videos are just, you know, I'm just winging it. I'm just, you know, talking. But whenever I try to do a scripted bit, it's hard to get going, like, because I screw up and I have to start over, whatever, and so there's a lot of takes. But also it'll mix in those takes where people are shouting, and you know, I can't have that in the intro. Not that it bothers me, but that's the only interference that I might ever get. But otherwise, they don't really. When I'm doing show or, you know, the state of report or something like that, it doesn't. You know, it's fine. It's good. It doesn't really, you know, get in the way of the show at all. Are you headed into the parks next week? Asked Becky. You know, that's a reminder. It's a fairly, I need reminder sometimes that we get new viewers constantly, and so because sometimes I fear, like, I don't want to keep doing the same type of video, but I'm like, geez Louise. Yeah, I'm in the park 3 times a week, every single week, Becky. I'm in the park 3 times a week, every single week. I'm typically Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Those are my normal days, but sometimes I'll mix in a Tuesday or a Saturday or a Sunday. Were you ever self-conscious about filming in the crowds? I'm always self-conscious about filming in the crowds. I'm always trying to be aware and conscious of what I'm doing. But I feel less conscious about it at Disneyland. But whenever I was trying to do, you know, this is one of the reasons why we don't do Royal Dorks anymore. I don't like filming out in public. I just don't like filming out in public in any way. I don't like filming in restaurants. I don't like filming in stores. I don't like filming just in general in places besides Disneyland. Did Boris just come in? Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy. You want to come up here? Boris, come on. Come here. You get used to it, Kelly, as far as that goes. You do get used to it. And sometimes you just have to tune it out and pretend they're not there. But I don't know if it'll take you 13 years like it has me, but do you think we'll ever get the People Mover back at Disneyland? I did a whole video on that many, many years ago. And my answer today is the same as the answer I gave you then. The only way you're ever going to get a new People Mover is if they tear down Tomorrowland. If they tear down Tomorrowland and build it up from scratch, then you might get one. But they're not gonna turn the switch on the existing People Mover. Not ever. No. Would you put out an end of the year video of bloopers? I have no bloopers. Everything I say is golden. No, I don't actually have, there's not a lot of, usually it's just me like, saying something and flubbing over myself, but it's not funny enough to put into a blooper reel. And Sunglass Hut is open. Oh, good, good. You must choose between Star Tours or Smuggler's Run. I would, I don't even like Star Tours. But I like the idea that it's small. It doesn't take up a lot of space. It's in that quiet little nook there of Disneyland, whereas Millennium Falcon is just this huge space occupying. But the Millennium Falcon is cool, man. It's out there. The Falcon is out there, and it's too bad that there's that fence around there. I would love to be able to explore it a little bit and walk around in it, but I'd probably stay. I guess Smuggler's Run, I guess. Is Fantasmic any less of a show without the dragon? Yeah. I mean, it's still a good show. It's still a watchable show, but it's less good. It's not as good without the dragon. I feel like that seems pretty, self-evident, I would think. Falcon will be cooler when they have different quests. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Because, the ride is just okay for me. The more I go, that's another one of those based opinions that I've been sort of easing myself into. Because, I really did struggle with how I felt about Smuggler's Run when it first opened. Because everything right up until you start the ride is great. Everything right up until you start the ride is great. And then you start the ride, you're like, oh, crap. This is kind of stupid. The problem with Smuggler's Run, in terms of the gameplay quality of it, is that there's no stakes. It's totally nerfed. The game is completely nerfed. There's two results, one canister or two. No matter how poorly you fly that thing, you're gonna get one canister. That's an automatic. Everybody gets, I don't think I've ever not got that first canister. And it's like no matter what, you get out of there. There needs to be some fail. There needs to be consequences if you're going to tell people to pilot. And I get why they're doing it, because they want everybody to have a good experience and they don't want anybody to ruin the experience for other people. But then don't make that kind of ride. That's the problem, is that they overplayed that hand. They overplayed that hand. They thought we wanted that. They thought we wanted to fly we do want to fly the Falcon, but we also want to crash the Falcon. We want to do poorly and we want to do well. There needs to be a much larger array of possibilities of outcomes. They also promised us that if you crash the Falcon, if you did really, really bad, a lot of damage, they would come after you. If they found you in the streets in Galaxy's Edge, you would have what they call what do they call it? What was the word they used? A profile or a background, and it was if you had your app turned on, if you had to you'd have to opt into it, but they never really went into that. But be that as it may, it's too nerfed. It's just too nerfed. It wasn't a bounty. There was a term for, you know, what you're doing in the land. And I can't remember what it was. A speeder bike ride would have been so much better. No, because they would have done Pandora. They would have done Flight of Passage. And I don't, that's another one. That's a ride I just don't care for, Flight of Passage. I don't care for it. I hate screen-based attractions like that. Never, not at any point do I ever feel like, oh my gosh, I'm flying a Banshee. Never did I ever feel like I was flying a Banshee. Not once have I ever felt like I was flying a Banshee. All I felt was the bike that I was sitting on, moving from left to right and getting a little reputation. Thank you, Michael. I knew you would get it, Michael. I knew I could count on you. I knew it. Reputation. I don't like Flight of Passage, you guys. I don't like that ride at all. It's just so meh. You know, and again, that's the same screen every single time. It's the same screen every single time. What's the point of having a screen-based attraction if you're not going to change the damn screens? Now I'm going to get upset now. Like, that's the whole point. That's the whole point. If you're going to tell us, if you're going to sell us this technology and say, look, it's now we can change your experience. We can do this. We can swap stuff in and out. And like, well, then do that. But they just give us the same stupid Flight of Passage story every single time, and we fly. Which I like that bit, but it's just so boring. That ride is so boring for me. I cannot wait for it to be over most times I ride. And yeah, Star Tours, at least Star Tours changes, you know, you get different stories, you know, and you never know what you're going to get. You never know. Well, we did for a while. We knew we were going to end with space whales for a while, but there's my wife. We knew we were going to get that. Now, are you stealing my cat?
He lost his collar.
Your mom lost her collar.
Look how big he is.
He's so enormous. Let me show them how big my cat is. Look at how big our cat is now. He's a lion.
He's so big. He's not even 10 months. Yeah, he lost his collar.
What happened to your collar, Boris?
I gotta find it.
Where'd it go? Look how big my cat is.
Okay, yeah, because that had a tag on it and everything.
Oh, yeah. Well, how long has it been since we've heard him?
I just noticed it right now.
Probably in the garage. Look in the garage. That's probably where maybe that's why you heard it. I was late for the live stream today because Boris was lost for a minute. Look at that cat. Look at his head. It's the size of Sputnik. Flight of Passage is great. I hate screen rides also, but bruh. Well, okay, but Flight of Passage is a screen ride. So I mean, what are you doing? Will the parks be full during the Olympics? I don't know. Michael, it's very smooth and silky too. It's really nice. He's got a great coat. Soarin' is a screen ride. I don't like Soarin'. Soarin' would be improved if they if they rotated those screens more often too. 7 John, get the $2. Thank you. Speeder bike ride on an actual track. Good luck. I mean, that would be great, but good luck. You know they're not going to do that. That's not the way things are going right now. The way things are going are more like Flight of Passage. Because it's cheaper and, you know, less maintenance or whatever. So, yeah, I don't think where are you going to put that? Plus, that's a lot of real estate too. He'll be crying himself to sleep tonight on his wee huge pillow. Heed, pants, now. Oh, okay. They usually don't make me do that, but I'll do it. The thing for Abby. Refresh. Button is pressed. Button is pressed, Abby. Do you think Coco construction is going to affect traffic on Disneyland Drive? I don't think so, no. Shouldn't, no. Too bad we can't expand like Legoland does. They have a lot of space around there and always, well, yeah, but they built Legoland in the middle of basically nowhere, relatively speaking. Disneyland is, there's no more space at Disneyland. When does the new Magic Key go on sale? January 17th, I think, or 13th? Well, somebody just said 13th. 17th? I don't know. Pat and Jessica gifted $5. Thank you, dude. You had me at quarters on the glass of Tron, then you killed me with Pandora Flight of Passage. Wait, is this good or bad? Or is it both? Dude, I'm an old head. I like old things, okay? I really do. I go into that too with in my video that we did about AI. And I just wonder if maybe I'm not built for the next generation of whatever is going to happen in this world. I'm stuck. I'm stuck in my old ways, and it's hard for me to adopt. You know, I'm a late adopter on a lot of things, so we'll see. Nathan gifted $5. Thank you. Going to Disneyland in February with a group of 11. I need to see Paint the Night. Do you think the dining package at Plaza Inn is needed? Needed is a, I don't know if needed is the right word. It's a decent value. I'll say that because you're getting fed and you don't have to wait. 11 people in a row will take you an hour and a half sitting to find 11 spots next to each other for paint. But if you buy 11 dining packages, you don't have to worry about that. You can just land, and there's plenty of room. The dining package for Plaza Inn is usually at Town Squares. It's still a Town Square, right? Lots of space there. You won't have any trouble there. You can show up in the last 10 or 15 minutes and get a good spot. Plus, you're getting fed. So it's a fairly good value in terms of the trade-off between the expense and the convenience that you're getting for not having to sit around for an hour and a half, because you're losing an hour and a half of time in the park when you do that. Joju gifted $5. Thank you. Any gut feelings on whether Infinity Defense will be a hit or a bust? And what does it need to include to not be a bust? My gut says bust. If they want to make it a hit, practical. They need lots and lots of practical. Now, the good news is that the building is big enough to suggest that they are going to be leaning into practical. I'm hoping. But it needs that. You need texture, practical effects, practical sets. The screen should be part of the story, but not the story. The sooner we can get out of that, the better entertainment will be at all theme parks. But yeah, my gut says it's probably not going to work. And I don't know, most of that is because of the screen-based fears that I have. Yeah, so the Frankenstein, I'm drawing a blank on the name of that attraction. But that one works. Although, have you guys noticed that the return times, the wait times for Epic Universe, by the way, that attraction has one of the lowest wait times. Why do you suppose that is? Why is that? There's a lot of screens, but they also did film Monsters Unchained. They put in a lot of practical animatronics, practical sets, so there's a fair amount of that. If they could do something like that, they're probably okay. But why does Monsters Unchained consistently have some of the shortest waits at Epic Universe? Is it the ride vehicle? Because it is, yeah, was that SoCal Family Adventures Monsters Unchained is the same as Forbidden Journey. I wouldn't call it the same. I wouldn't call it the same, but it's similar. And obviously, it has the same Kuka arm. Shannon, get the $5. Thank you. If I buy a 3-day California ticket and upgrade to a Magic Key, does it have to be on the first visit? I don't think you can upgrade a 3-day discounted ticket. I think only the regular single and multi-day tickets can be upgraded. I don't think you can upgrade a discounted ticket at all. Do you think Disney would ever build anything in Vegas? I mean, maybe, I guess. I wouldn't bet against it. They built something in Palm Springs, although it's not really in a theme park or an attraction or anything like that. So SoCal Family Adventure says that you can. I guess you just pay the difference, I suppose. So yeah, it doesn't. But the way the multi-day tickets work, yeah, you just have to do it by the last ticket. That is correct. What he's saying there. Disney's looking at Excalibur. Tell me more.
Okay, so I'll read out.
Are both rides going in the same building at Avengers Campus? Yes and no. Well, at least from what I could tell, it is basically the same building, but they look like they're two separate buildings, if that makes any sense. Moose Miles, it's not financially smart to build anything outdoors in Vegas. I mean, I don't know if anybody's building anything. Vegas is hurting. I don't know if it's wise to build anything in Vegas right now. Is Porto's definitely happening? Yes, it is definitely happening. Yes. Brian, they did that Formula One Fantasmic show, so maybe it could be the start of something. There's that. I don't know, are there any Formula One fans out there? Was this year's event a success? I know the first one they did was a huge success. But what about this year? Was that a success financially? Is Vegas better off with it or without it as a tourist destination for the whole year? $99 Stu says Vegas is better without it. The Sphere is keeping it alive. Yeah, but is the Sphere still losing money? The Sphere's gonna lose money. They're gonna be in the red for years. Connor Martinez, I'm sure you've talked about it, but the drone testing Disney did in Santa Clarita, that was for Paris, I believe. They even said this specifically, but the drones configurations that they were doing were the same ones that they have promoted that you see in the concept art for the drone show that's supposed to be coming to Disneyland Paris. Is the Kuka arm proprietary? No. The Kuka arm is developed by, well, proprietary to maybe the manufacturer, but there's a Kuka arm in Universal Hollywood. There's a Kuka arm in Epic Universe. There's a Kuka arm coming to Disney. The Iron Man ride is a Kuka arm ride. Thoughts on Disney making a deal with OpenAI to use their licensed characters? I have a video coming out on that tomorrow, Alex. Stay tuned to FreshBaked Presents. It's our sister channel, FreshBaked Presents. On YouTube, I have a video coming out in the morning on that. How was Del Taco this week? It was excellent. I bought the $7 box. It was the Double Del cheeseburger, a red burrito, a chicken soft taco, a crunchy taco, and a drink for $7. I love boxes, you guys. I'll go anywhere. You give me one of those boxes, like Taco Bell started doing this, and that's all I ever get at Taco Bell. I get the same damn $5 box every time. It's perfect. It's so cheap. and I'm full, and it's delicious, it's yummy, and you get a drink and everything, I'll take that $7 box all day. Dude, a double Del, a red burrito, a crunchy taco, and a chicken soft taco and a drink for $7? Shut up. Say less. David, are we going to get construction updates when all the passes are blocked? We're getting one at least, but I'm going on vacation. Right after Christmas, I'm taking a week off. So I think I'm missing one of those. I think I'm going to miss the end of the year one, which you're not going to miss much. So hopefully you guys don't mind. Have you gone to Noggles yet? No, I haven't. I mean, it's not urgent for me. It's not urgent for me. Excited for the Doomsday trailer next week? They're not going to show us much. You know, they're not going to show us much. I don't think it's. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking to see, I hope they don't try to do, you know, they've got, the cast is too big. I'll just say that. The cast is too big, man. You know? That's too many people. That's how are you going to fit all those people in the story? Everybody's going to be trying so hard to own their screen time. You know, it's going to be a contest to see if any of these actors can actually show some restraint. Everybody's going to be trying to do their best to own their scene. Is it exhausting to read comments? No, it's not exhausting, but I do get cotton mouth. I go downstairs and I drink a half a gallon of orange juice when I'm done. Adrian Lopez, a lot of us appreciate the cheap combo making a comeback. Are you kidding me? Well, Taco Bell has been doing it for a long time. But other places now, like Del Taco, Jack in the Box has the lunchy meal, but that's $9. The lunchy meal is $9. And that's I guess that's still a decent deal compared to what, you know, a regular combo costs. But yeah, I really appreciate that who's not doing it is Carl's Jr. I stopped going to Carl's Jr. because their damn burgers are just too freaking expensive, man. What's the point? What's the point when it's cheaper to get my lunch at Disneyland than it is at Carl's Jr.? That should not be a thing, and it's a true story. It's cheaper to get lunch at Disneyland than it is at Carl's Jr. The FreshBaked jingle is awesome. Did you write it? No, that's a Creative Commons or a free use or whatever they call it. I was looking for a song, the free song that I could download, and that was one I found. So yeah, and now it's part of YouTube owns that song now, and so I'm definitely in the clear forever. Look again at Carl's. What am I looking for, Michael? What's a combo at Carl's Jr. has got to be $17, $18 at least now. In-N-Out, yeah, In-N-Out's pretty decent value. The In-N-Out combo is not bad. Still a lot though, $11. You know, give me the box. Give me the box. I remember the $6 burger. That was a big deal back in the day. The Western Bacon Cheeseburger is one of the best burgers ever made, and I can't have it anymore because I just refuse to pay as much as they charge for that burger. The new Cali XL burger at Carl's Jr. is really good at $6. Okay. Is it secret sauce or ketchup and mustard? I prefer a secret sauce. Thank you to Peter. I can't even get. Okay, you get the $25. Thank you, Peter. Enjoy your time off with your family. You deserve it. Thank you for all you do. Cheers. Thank you very much for saying that, Peter. I appreciate you. By the way, I read a headline that Soup Plantation might be making a comeback. Now their food sucks. It's really bland and not a lot of flavor, but it was fun. Trying out their different soups and building a salad and getting that ice cream at the end. And the crappy pizza. Remember the crappy pizza at Soup Plantation? And the muffins. I won't eat at Panera. I refuse to eat at Panera. Way, way, way too expensive. You know what's a good value is, I think we talked about this before, Red Robin. Red Robin is a good value. Do you wear a ring on your right hand? No, should I? Do you ever see Disney Food Blog or WW News Today in the park? I wouldn't know them if they don't show their face. So I don't know how I would know if they're in the park or not. I mean, I've seen Tom Corliss. I guess that counts. I've seen Tom. But I don't know what the people that, because both of them have numerous, correspondence or whatever in the park doing the thing. I don't think Tom's out there shooting a lot of pictures and video. But yeah, I've only ever met Tom. How's that Casa Bonita doing? That's the South Park one, right? In Colorado? I know they built that. Is it doing okay? Is it popular? It's great. All right. Casa Bonita is better. Something you got to do once. Food is okay. Atmosphere is great. Okay. But that's still a Trey and Matt owned operation, right? Is that still a thing? Like, all right. Okay. Yeah. So apparently it is 8:01. Time to sign off, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. I do appreciate you guys. Stay tuned, as I mentioned, tomorrow for FreshBaked Presents. We've also got a video on the one tip. Tomorrow I'm releasing a video with one tip that I would give you that will change how you visit Disneyland. Stay tuned for that as well. Plus, I think I might also have an acoustic video ready for tomorrow. So if you're watching all of our channels, look for 3 videos possibly tomorrow. 3. We'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching. We love you. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. FreshBaked.